Is up, everyone? My name is Jack Southall, back again with another video, and today I'm here with my WWE Extreme Rules 2016 review. And you know what? Once again, the WWE delivers us with a really damn good show, in my opinion. There was a lot of great matches. I pretty much got every single prediction right. I believe this is the first time where I did a prediction video and I got every single one right. So, pretty happy about myself for that. But anyway, let's not mess about. Let's get straight into the show. We'll quickly talk about the pre-show match, which was Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin in a no disqualification match. It was okay, I guess. You know, it wasn't anything spectacular. They didn't really use like any weapons at all during this. Like, I believe, you know, how this all went around was I believe Baron Corbin low blowed Dolph Ziggler and then hit his finishing move or whatever on him, and that's how he got the win, which very smart. You know, I know it's no disqualification match because there was one moment where I even forgot that it was a no disqualification match because they didn't use any weapons, they didn't go out to the outside much. So, you know, when he did the low blow, I thought, oh, DQ, but then I thought, oh, remember, it's no DQ, so very, very smart. So, yeah, Baron Corbin picks up the win, and let's see what he goes on to in the future. Hopefully he moves on from Ziggler and goes on to someone bigger and better. We'll just have to wait and see. Then we'll get to the actual show first. So we start off with the Tornado Tag Team match between the Usos and the Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Decent way to open up the show, in my opinion. There were a lot of cool stuff that happened. I really like seeing Gallows and Anderson finally on a WWE pay-per-view. I think that's really awesome. Usos got booed tonight, like really badly booed. Like, I know they've been pretty hated on by the fans recently because, you know, they're related to the big top dog, Roman Reigns, but like, my God, the New Jersey crowd were harsh tonight, like brutally harsh. So yeah, this match was pretty alright. They just went straight into it. They just beat the shit out of each other the second they saw each other. And how this ended, I believe one of the Usos went to go for the splash off the top rope, but one of the, I think it was Gallows or Anderson, they got the bell, they put it on their chest and they hit one of the Usos with the bell. They did their finishing move, I don't know what it's called, but they ended up picking up the win. Pretty okay match, I will say. But it wasn't amazing or anything. But yeah, I'm just happy that Gallows and Anderson picked up the win, and it looked pretty strong going into whatever feud they go into next. Then we get to the United States Championship match between Kalisto and Rusev. This was also an alright match. Kalisto, there was one cool bit where Kalisto ran on the side of the apron, then ran up the post, did a moonsault onto the outside, which I thought was really awesome. And speaking of the side of the apron, there was one bit where Kalisto was trying to get in the ring. Or no, he was on the turnbuckle, and then Rusev pushes him off, and Kalisto just lands right on the side of the apron. It was brutal. So pretty much Rusev just murdered Kalisto's back. And so he got him in the accolade. Remember what I said in my Raw review last week, where it looked like his back, like his spine was going to pop out? I swear to God, he has no spine now. He has no spine because Rusev was in the same thing like last time, except he falls on his back and Kalisto's just bending over like that. It was brutal to watch. Of course, Kalisto, he had to tap out, and Rusev is your new US champion. Why did he win? Because a certain someone is coming back on Memorial Day.
And his name is John Cena!
I enjoyed seeing Rusev win. He's done pretty well for himself over the last few weeks. It feels like he's built up a lot of momentum in recent weeks after destroying Kalisto, and now Kalisto's time is up and all that. So now Rusev is the US champion. I hope he doesn't lose it the second he faces Cena. Please build it up to something great. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's pray for Rusev and the burial of John Cena. So, then we get to the WWE Tag Team Championship match between the New Day and the Vaudevillians. And so, I believe Biggie comes out with like these rake things called, or hose, I don't know, and calls them booty hose. So, Nice. And yeah, this was a really good tag team match. Vaudevillians are great inside the ring, and of course, who doesn't love the New Day? The crowd was just going nuts for them the entire match. So we find out Xavier's wrestling tonight instead of Kofi, and there wasn't really much I do remember from this match. It was very back and forth, very good. And how it ended was Xavier Woods hit a really nice Shining Wizard on Aiden or Simon, and they ended up getting the win. So yeah, very nice tag team match there, very quick. I believe this was like the quickest match on the show. But yeah, just happy to see the New Day out there, and that the Freebird rule still applies. So yeah, nice to see the New Day get the win. I believe this feud with the Vaudevillains is going to continue on, maybe into Money in the Bank and onto other events. But yeah, just happy to see the New Day win, because New Day rocks. Next, oh man, haha, fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz defending against Cesaro, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Oh my god. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. This was incredible. So, there were your typical multi-man moves. You had the electric chair thing where they all go into the corner. Two guys try the suplex one, and I think Cesaro was at the bottom. And they just do the big 4-man spot, which is really awesome. And then, so yeah, at the start of the match as well, Sami Zayn pretty much haluva kicks Kevin Owens directly out of the ring, which I thought was awesome. And so then we get to Cesaro. He's getting ready to go swinging. He was killing it in this match, and it looks like he's about to get the win and all that. But then Maryse distracted the ref, and I believe Miz was holding onto the rope when Cesaro had like a submission in, and then while he's holding on, he's kind of levitating above the ground for a bit. Kevin Owens pops up and hits the frog splash directly on the Miz. Such an awesome spot, and you know, Sami Zayn was just great in this. He's just taking out everyone, and then it looks like we're gonna get a haluva kick. We don't. And then we get a skull-crushing finale on the outside to Kevin Owens, and went to cover Cesaro after a while, and then he kicked out. My God. And then Miz, you know, he's not happy, and Sami Zayn ends up getting the Miz for a bit, but he doesn't, or Sami Zayn got someone. However, the Miz went for the pinfall and retains the Intercontinental Championship. Wow. Just what an incredible match. Kudos to all four of these guys. We all know Cesaro, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens are fantastic workers. But I have to tip my hat to The Miz. He was fantastic during this match. He definitely displayed a lot of heel tactics, which I really enjoyed. And he won by cheating. And also, there was a lot of great storytelling involved, because Sami Zayn cost Kevin Owens the match in one bit. And The Miz used cheating to pick up the win. So, yeah, very smart storytelling and booking there. So yeah, fantastic match. These four guys went all out. They definitely stole the show in my opinion. So yeah, congrats to The Miz and congrats to everyone else involved in the match. Awesome shit. Then we get to the Asylum match between Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. I'll say it like this. The starting was fun. The ending was incredible, great shit, but the middle was so fucking boring. Just have these guys climbing, it wasn't going anywhere, and I thought for sure that I thought the match was ruined. So we'll start off with the finish. The start of the match. So by the way, Jericho was not wearing his traditional wrestling trunks. He was wearing long jeans, which I thought was alright. So we have just all these weapons up. We have like a mop, and he ends up getting a mop in Jericho's ear, which would not be pleasant, just be annoying more than anything. There's like a barbed wire 2x4, there's a bucket, there's a plant that didn't get used, which is very sad. There was like a straight jacket, a whole heap of crazy items. and then nunchucks as well. That because Chris Jericho was holding up the 2x4, it's like, come on, what are you gonna do? And so Ambrose turns into Bruce Lee all of a sudden and just beat the shit out of Chris Jericho with the nunchucks, and then Jericho had to go with the nunchucks. By the way, Jericho was a fantastic heel in this match, and yeah, it started to, the good stuff kind of went away for a little bit, and it was really dull in the middle. And then Ambrose does an elbow from the top of the cage, which I thought was really awesome. But the crowd wasn't really into it because it was such a very slow middle. But then, as soon as he got the bucket out, that's when shit started to get real. Because he looks in the bucket and he finds something in there, and then there's a black bag. And I'm like, don't tell me I think what that is. Just drops it on the floor, thumbtacks everywhere. And I'm like, no fucking way. Are they going to do a thumbtack spot in 2016 on a PG show? And I was just flipping out because I didn't want to have another WrestleMania 32 on our hands where they were teasing us with all these objects and they never end up using it. And I'm like, you better fucking use those objects. And there was a while there where they're kind of avoiding using them. And I'm like, don't fucking tease me. Don't fucking tease me. And then Jericho gets the barbed wire 2x4 and hits Ambrose in the gut, hits him in the back, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're actually using it. So I was like so happy about that. And then Jericho goes for a code breaker, right? Ambrose catches him and he carries him where the thumbtacks are and he drops him right there. And oh my god, Jericho's reaction was priceless. Just But then again, if you were to fall onto thumbtacks, it's not fucking pleasant, you know. Oh my god, poor Jericho, man. You know, that would just suck. And just to make things even worse for him, he had a dirty deeds into the thumbtacks, and Ambrose picks up the win. Thank God. Wow, like, oh man, I would say if the middle bit was a bit more exciting, this would be a fucking awesome match. It was still good. Overall, it was a really, really good match. The start was great. The middle sucked ass. But that finish was fucking killer. So, yeah, you know what? I'll give it to Ambrose for just being crazy awesome. I'll give it to Jericho for being a great heel throughout this match. And thank you, WWE, for giving us objects, not teasing them, and actually using them. Thank you so much. Great stuff. Then we'll talk about the submission match for the Women's Championship. It is Charlotte defending her title against Natalya. And if Ric Flair disregards his ban from ringside, Charlotte will lose her championship. So, this was an okay Divas match. There was a lot of cool stuff in there. Lots of submissions being applied. And then I think Natty had the sharpshooter in, or whatever. Someone had a submission on, and then we hear Ric Flair's music playing, and Natalya is looking on the screen, and I'm like, really? Rick, you're not out on there. And there's someone dressed up as Ric Flair. He's got the robe on, got the wig, everything. We turn around, and it's Dana Brooke in disguise. Of course, Dana Brooke had been going after Becky Lynch for a little bit, but then Charlotte decided to capitalize on that and hit the figure eight. Natalya couldn't handle it anymore, and she taps out. Charlotte retains the championship. So I knew something like this was going to happen, although we didn't see Charlotte prove to everyone that she doesn't need her father to win. We still saw something cool, so now we're getting a Charlotte and Dana Brooke alliance, which I kind of get because, you know, they brought in Dana Brooke and Emma, but now Emma is injured, so they're using Dana Brooke instead. And yeah, so Charlotte and Dana Brooke. I think they could be a pretty good alliance, and Ric Flair is there congratulating her. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they go with Charlotte and Dana Brooke. I hope they do something very well with these two women. Dana Brooke, I think, is a great women's wrestler. Has improved a lot on NXT now that she's up on the main roster. And yeah, it's very cool to see these two together. Let's see what they can do in the future. Then we get to the main event. Jesus Christ. Roman Reigns, the
big top dog,
versus AJ Styles. for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. My God, this match had no chill. No chill. And I just have to go into detail for this. Of course, WWE throughout the whole night, they were saying, oh, you may like Roman, you may hate Roman, but they're very passionate about him. Suck a dick, cunts. They went into the outside area for a bit to start off the match. They were punching each other, kind of stalling a little bit, until they went to the pre-show, the kickoff panel thing, and they were fighting in the kickoff panel, I believe. AJ Styles did like a phenomenal forearm where he jumped off the the kickoff table and hit him with it, which I thought was awesome. And then they do the spot on the announce table. They get back in the ring onto the announce table, and they do. You know how they do the thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna give you back body drop. No, I'm gonna give you back body. And so Roman hits the back body drop. AJ goes to the moon and comes back on Earth and just goes through the table. Crazy shit. And so you think, oh, people are gonna give Roman his due? Nope, you still suck. So by the way, the fans were brutal towards Roman tonight. They're even saying that he can't wrestle, which is a load of shit, by the way. He had a razor's edge position, but then switched it into a powerbomb, which I thought was really cool. Then AJ hit like a suplex in the corner, and then Roman Reigns, Jesus fucking Christ, turned into badass mode. He got AJ, whipped him into the LED board while holding his legs around his head, whipped him into the barricade, and then fucking ran and powerbombed him through the announce table. Jesus Christ. And then Roman tries to go for a spear while AJ's near the barricade. AJ rolls out and Roman just goes through the the barricade thing, which was just crazy. And then looks like we're getting a phenomenal forearm, Superman punch, which I knew was going to happen, kick out. We get a spear to AJ after jumping off the steps, which I thought was really cool. And then the club and the Usos come out and they beat up each other for a bit. AJ hits a Styles Clash, kick out, and then we get the Styles Clash onto the chair. And I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna win. But no, the Usos had to fuck us over, and he ended up kicking out. And then he sets up the phenomenal forearm. I'm like, oh, he's going to hit the spear. Of course, WWE listened to me. He hits the spear. 1, 2, 3.
Big top dog.
Retains the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I actually wasn't that mad, to be honest. That was a damn good match. I had to give Roman that. And, I thought if they end the show here, I guess we ended off on a good note with having a great match. That is until someone comes out of the crowd. So who is it? Seth motherfucking Rollins comes out from the crowd, makes his way through, hits a fucking pedigree on Roman Reigns, and holds up the WWE World Heavyweight title. And that's how we end the show. Holy fucking dick. Bloody balls. I can't even think of more swearing to say. Seth Rollins is back. He is fucking back. And I love it. Oh my god, you should have seen my reaction. I yelled so loud when I saw him back. I was like, yes, Rollins! I was so happy. I mean, my throat right now is fucked up enough as it is. So when I saw that, I just yelled so loud. So yeah, I'm pretty much living on butter menthols right now. So yeah, so awesome. So fucking awesome to see Rollins back. And let's hope he wins back that championship. And let's also hope he gets better booking than what he did last year. So yeah, that's how we end the show. Great show. Loved it to bits. Match of the night. Fuck, that's tough. You know what? I loved the Roman AJ match because that was just savage. But I have to give it to the Fatal 4-Way IC title match. That was some great shit. Great wrestling. Really good storytelling. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. How would I give this show? I'm going to give it the same rating I gave Payback, and that is an 8 out of 10. Great shit. Main event kicked ass. Fatal 4-Way match kicked ass. The Asylum match was pretty good. The start and finish was kick-ass, middle stuff was pretty boring, and the rest was just fine. So, yeah, great pay-per-view. Go check it out. And, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap up this video right now. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a big fat like. Comment down below what you thought of this pay-per-view. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Let me know in the comment section. And you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. It looks fucking beautiful. Click on it. And Twitter and Instagram is at JackAMLL31 if you want to follow me there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for my Raw review. And I'm out in 3, 2, 1.